Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. Since I've been tagged an enormous number of times in the quotes of this post, today we're going to react to one of the most bizarre callouts I've ever seen. So I'm going to give you some very brief context before we get into this absolute disaster of a thread here. So this artist named desu, who is a not safe for work artist, has made a series of posts here publicly shaming and calling out his own girlfriend for what, you may ask? For making not safe for work art. Yes, the not safe for work artist is publicly shaming his own girlfriend for making not safe for work art. That's the mental illness we're dealing with today. So let's jump right into this disaster of a post. So it begins. Hello everyone, this is desu. I'm here to address all the concerns regarding myself and my girlfriend Mendez. I also want to address the unfortunate situation regarding her not safe for work account. I will not mention the account to avoid any further problems or potentially any younger people accessing a not safe for work 18 plus account. This is literally posted from an 18 plus account, by the way, this whole thing. Anyways. Recently, I was contacted by a friend regarding old tweets and commissioned works that my girlfriend Mendez took part in. These works being old Deltarune not safe for work pieces involving the main cast of characters, yada yada yada, among others. This call out of this dude's own girlfriend is about Deltarune porn. Oh my god. The damage the internet has done to some of these people is absolutely insane. But they continue on. I want to make this clear that I do not accept or sympathize with what she has done. I will not be defending this in any way, shape, or form, and it's clear she made a horrible mistake. To give context, I was made aware of her not safe for work account years ago when I found out about it on my own. Once I learned about the posts that were there, I acknowledged that I don't agree with depicting any of these characters in any sort of suggestive or sexual scenario. I unknowingly dismissed it. That was a mistake. You unknowingly dismissed it? What kind of mental gymnastics is this? Did you see the account or not? You clearly did. And then you unknowingly dismissed it like you're possessed by a spirit. You had amnesia or something and you just forgot that you saw it? What are you talking about, dude? It was apparently so offensive that you feel the need to address it years later, but for all this time you didn't realize you unknowingly dismissed it? Oh, my head. All right, here's the second panel. It says this. I have drawn suggestive art before when I was young. How much you want to bet when he was young, he was still an adult? Anyways. But I regret the choices I made then. And it has been stuck with me ever since. I have acknowledged that this will not be repeated ever again. I try my best to never do this to any character that should not be drawn in a sexual or suggestive manner. I've made that clear in my Patreon server rules and many other occasions. Going back to it, Mendez had promised me to never partake in these again. And when we even made the effort of removing and deleting any tweets that contained such characters or any scenario that was too close to those in any way in order to make things right. At the time, we were both much younger than we are today. Next time I get into controversy, I'm just going to say that. Like, I made these mistakes when I was like way younger. Yeah, a week ago, I was way younger than I am now. Anyways. They continue on. I wholeheartedly believe she has changed for the better throughout the years, and I do not hold the mistakes made in the past against her. Are you sure about that, buddy? Are you sure about that? We have then discussed this privately and sorted things out. But this happened again without my knowledge. When I was contacted by a concerned friend about this recent resurgence, I confronted them again. I was much more concerned and in a wilder state of confusion than before. I was brought to the attention that she entered my account without my knowledge and blocked the person who tried to warn me. Oh, for shame, she blocked the weirdo being annoying online for you? Yeah, definitely worth a public call out here. Only now learning of this fact, I'm honestly furious. I have talked to Mendez again and asked her to completely delete her not safe for work account for good, making sure this can never continue, nor can this continue to happen ever again. I apologize deeply for anyone who was disgusted, hurt, or misled by any of the things she has posted. Even more, the fact that I haven't made this situation clear to any of the people I talk to daily. I'm going to assume the people you're talking to daily are online, because there's no way this person's touching grass and talking to real life people, because if he talked to real life people about this situation, they would have told him he's utterly insane and needs to touch grass. But here's the final section of this magnum opus. They say, I wanted to keep this between me and her, no you didn't, and solve it in our time, no you didn't. But it's becoming more and more important to address this to the people who are concerned. Who are the people who are concerned? Every person who's concerned about this needs to be in an asylum. Okay, I think it's really that simple. I'll be trying to work this over with Mendez. Despite everything, I want to be able to give her the chance to stop this, as we have been together for a long time now. I would also like to add that out of respect to everyone involved, I plan to not be involved in the Undertale/Deltarune fandom anymore, as my content has changed into a more mature and suggestive nature. I thought you said you were done with this stuff. How dare you? Yeah, so basically they're chastising their girlfriend publicly for making not safe for work art or having a resurgence of it on their account, but this person just admitted that they can't be a part of these fandoms because they're making more mature and suggestive art. Make it make sense. Well, they continue on. I do not want to submit this to a younger audience, as I never had the intention to. I sincerely ask anyone below the age of 18 plus to not follow me. Once again, I apologize to the whole Undertale and Deltarune community. All of you have been incredibly kind and supportive about my art for so long. This is my real apology to all of you. I don't expect people to believe me, nor do I expect people to forget, but I mean all of this sincerely. I hope to make things clear. Thank you for your understanding. Did you? Okay, so this is insane levels of mental illness that I have a hard time processing. I've seen a lot of ridiculous stuff online over the years, but publicly shaming your girlfriend for making not safe for work art while you are literally a not safe for work artist is nasty work. And this Mendez person, if you're listening to this video, run. Have some self-respect. Get away from this individual. This is manipulative, weird, and delusional behavior. No sane person looks at this scenario and thinks this dude is in the right. Not a single soul who's actually functioning would think that. Nobody. Now, of course, we got a little community note attached to this, and it's just chef's kiss, ladies and gentlemen. Despite trying to cancel their own quote-unquote girlfriend for drawing porn, OP also draws porn with a link to their account. No further explanation needed because it's just that clear cut. This person has been making not safe for work art constantly, including art of the fandoms they're so apologetic to right now and the ones that they're shaming their girlfriend over. This whole thing is insane, and also the comments were turned off. Very brave. They locked the replies, and you can see right here 3,300 retweets and quotes, mostly quotes, versus 2,400 likes. This has become the laughingstock. There's more bookmarks on this tweet than there are likes. Normally that's the case with some really spicy art or something that's like controversial art. No, this is just a terrible post that's so bad that 2,800 people, more than the people who like this, wanted to bookmark this to enjoy this at their own leisure. And myself was one of those people. I saw this, I was tagged multiple times, and I saw this and thought, yeah, I need to dissect this. This is a whole lot of cringe. Let me find a time where it's a little quieter and I have some time to focus, where I can really engage with this in a meaningful way. which doesn't require much because you're dealing with someone who belongs in Arkham Asylum. Okay? This post is insane. This is the consequences of all of the anti-behavior on social media that has made people think they have to do this stuff to their own girlfriend to save face. And in the Deltarune community, my God, this is the most pathetic post ever. But that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.